A few moments later.
Good morning, everyone. Please have a seat. Thank you for attending this emergency meeting. We are here because Golden Harvest has suffered significant governance failure, including poor financial transparency and nepotism in executive appointment. Shareholders are losing trust, and regulators are keeping a close eye on us. We cannot afford to delay any action. Ms. Nur Hidayah, as our independent director, please share your idea for improving governance.
Thank you, Ms. Tan. We need to address our company's weaknesses in managing things. Therefore, I recommend first to strengthen the board independence. We need to increase the number of independent directors to create a balanced and objective body. Revitalizing the audit committee. The committee needs skilled and active members to enhance the oversight and ensure compliance with financial reporting standards. Third is the mandatory training programs for directors. This will align each of us with the best practices of the Malaysian Code on Corporate Governance, the MCCG. These reforms are essential for being more transparent, accountable, and help rebuild trust with our shareholders and protect our reputation.
I understand the need for governance improvement, but we must be realistic. Implementing this reform will be costly. Hiring independent directors, running training programs, and restructuring the audit committee will put further strain on our finance. Can we afford to take on these expenses right now?
May I speak, Mr. Wong? Your point is valid, but we can ignore the price we already paying. Our share price are already plummeted, and investor confidence are all-time low. If we continue on this path, the financial damage will far exceed the cost of governance reform. Mr. Arif, how do you see the governance affecting our operation?
I understand where you're coming from our operational standpoint. Weak governance has created significant setbacks where decision making is slow and accountability is unclear. This impacts everything from strategic planning to daily management. Improved governance will streamline decision making and make us more competitive. However, I propose implementing the reforms in phases to minimize or avoid putting too much financial pressure on us right now. Sorry for interrupting. So let me clarify the compliance landscape. The Malaysian Code on Corporate Governance (MCCG) requires board to separate the roles of chairman and CEO, set up an audit and risk committee, and provide accurate financial reports. Companies must also have clear remuneration policies, engage with shareholders, and maintain ethical practice. Non-compliance for these requirements can result in severe regulatory penalties, including fines and reputational damage. We must therefore view adherence to MCCG requirements not as an expense or obligation, but as an investment in our future.
I, representing the shareholders who are growing increasingly frustrated. We want to see the transparency, accountability, and better financial performance. Every day we delay this reform, our share price fall and investor trust erodes. Mark my words, the governance isn't a luxury, but a necessity. Strong governance practice will attract long-term investors and will improve our financial standing.
Everyone's point is well-founded and provide valuable insight. So for now, let's focus on how to strike a balance between immediate cost and long-term benefit. What if we implement governance reform in 3 stages?
That's a pragmatic approach. In stage 1, we can focus on restructuring the audit committee and appointing 1 or 2 independent directors to meet immediate compliance needs. Stage 2 would be the implementation of mandatory training programs. We could partner with professional bodies to reduce costs. In stage 3, we evaluate the effectiveness of our reforms and make further adjustments as needed.
I agree with you, Ms. Hidayah. with the phased approach. This way, it allows for more effective allocation of resource and minimize the risk associated with tackling too much at once. For the audit community, recommended bringing in external consultant with governance expertise to expedite the process. We must avoid burdening our internal team with additional responsibilities they are equipped for.
I fully support this plan. Operationally, having a clear governance framework will improve accountability and decision making. This will boost overall performance and the long-term benefits such as increased efficiency, better resource allocation, and stronger stakeholder confidence, which can offset some of the initial costs over time. But in terms of legal compliance, facing the reforms will demonstrate to regulators and stakeholders that we are taking governance seriously. Our regular progress reports will keep us transparent and mitigate the risk of regulatory actions.
From the investor perspective, communication is the key. We must issue a public statement detailing our governance roadmap. Shareholder wants to know we have a clear and actionable plan.
Yes, I agree. So, for now, here are our plan action. For the stage 1, we construct the audit committee within the next month. For the second stage, launch director training within the next quarter, partnering with cost-effective providers. And the last one, for the stage 3, conduct quarterly governance review and communicate progress to stakeholders. So, can we all commit to this? Yes. Thank you. This is a step forward in rebuilding trust and positioning Golden Harvest Berhad for sustainable growth. For now, let's keep things moving smoothly. That's all for meeting today.